Hello, welcome to
No, shoot.
Shoot It, boys! Hello, welcome to Brunch's NHL season preview. I'm DJ Bean.
And I'm Pete Blackburn. Over the next 56 minutes, we're going to get you ready for all the slap shots.
Cross-checks.
And
offsides reviews. For
the 2021 NHL season.
Let's drop a puck. Due to COVID, the NHL will have a shortened season, meaning each team will play an 82-game schedule consisting of 35 games to reduce travel.
Every team will have a taxi squad, which means the Ottawa Senators assistant coaches are in for a bad time.
The season will feature a more liberal interpretation of the offsides rule, which means if you've ever been offsides in your life, you're canceled.
Drop a puck.
Coaches have to wear masks on the bench, so there will be no reason to watch the Columbus Blue Jackets this season.
Lost revenue has required make goods throughout the league. An example of this is putting advertisements on helmets.
Make goods is also what David Pastrnak does when he gets a penalty.
Now let's go through the North Division. Keith, why don't you tell us about the Canadiens?
Sure. The Canadiens have Paul Byron and Brendan Gallagher as their alternate captains, but instead of an A, they use an E.
And the Canadiens had quite the offseason.
That's right. Why don't you tell us about the Leafs?
Sure. The Leafs play for Toronto. After 500 years without a ring, John Tavares gave them one in the bubble when his puck hit the post in the bubble.
And the Leafs had quite the offseason.
That's right. Why don't you tell us about the Jets?
Sure. The Jets have already been eliminated from the playoffs to reduce travel.
And the Jets had quite the offseason.
That's right. Why don't you tell us about the Flames?
Sure. The Flames play in Calgary, which is what the referees do or the sponsors do when they have a question about something.
And the Flames had quite the offseason.
That's right. Why don't you tell us about the Oilers?
Sure. Oiler? I barely know her. The Oilers have the best player in the world. They also have Connor McDavid.
And the Oilers had quite the offseason.
That's right. Why don't you tell us about the Senators?
Sure. The Senators are frickin' nasty and are going to make some real noise this year.
And the Senators had quite the offseason.
Nope. Didn't need to. Now it's time for
Who has the best shirts?
Who has the best shirts in the NHL? I think goalies have the best shirts because they're nice and big and can fit all of their pads.
This year, the NHL is doing reverse shirts to reduce travel.
Now let's have our friend Jeff read one of the most important rules of NHL.
Rule 9.6. Helmets. All players shall wear a helmet of design, material, and construction approved by the league while participating in the game, either on the playing surface or the players' or penalty benches. A player on the ice whose helmet comes off during the play shall be assessed a minor penalty if he does not exit the playing surface or retrieve and replace his helmet properly on his head, with or without his chin strap fastened, within a reasonable period of time. It is reasonable if a player who is making a play on the puck or who is in the vicinity of the puck and engaged in the play at the time his helmet comes off takes the opportunity to complete the play before either exiting the ice or retrieving and replacing his helmet. If the player returns to his player's bench to be substituted for, he may only return to the ice during play with a helmet, with the chin strap properly fastened. No player may exit the penalty bench during play without a helmet, with the chin strap properly fastened. Should he do so, the play shall be stopped once his team has gained control of the puck, and a minor penalty shall be assessed to the offending player. A player who intentionally removes an opponent's helmet during play shall be assessed a minor penalty for roughing. Please see Rule 51. When a goalkeeper has lost his helmet and or face mask and his team has control of the puck, play shall be stopped immediately to allow the goalkeeper the opportunity to regain his helmet and or face mask. When the opposing team has control of the puck, play shall only be stopped if there's no immediate and impending scoring opportunity. This stoppage of play must be made by the referee. When play is stopped because the goalkeeper has lost his helmet and or face mask, the ensuing face-off shall take place at one of the defending team's end zone face-off spots. When a goalkeeper deliberately removes his helmet and or face mask in order to secure a stoppage of play, the referee shall stop play as outlined above and assess the goalkeeper a minor penalty for delay of game. If the goalkeeper deliberately removes his helmet and or face mask when the opposing team is on a breakaway, the referee shall award a penalty shot to the non-offending team, and the shot shall be taken by the player last in possession of the puck. If the goalkeeper deliberately removes his helmet and or face mask during the course of a penalty shot or shootout attempt, the referee shall award a goal to the non-offending team.
Now let's talk about the West. Pete, tell us about the Ducks.
Quack, quack.
Quack, quack. Quack, quack. And the Ducks had quite the offseason.
That's right. Tell us about the Coyotes.
The Coyotes go, oh.
And the Coyotes had quite the offseason.
That's right. Tell us about the Avalanche.
The Avalanche goes,
I'm skiing here.
And the Avalanche had quite the offseason.
That's right. Tell us about the Sharks.
Why tell you about the baby sharks when I can sing about them?
And the Sharks had quite an offseason.
That's right. Tell us about the Kings.
The Kings might as well be the King's Gambit, because I'm not going to watch them this year.
And the Kings had quite the offseason.
That's right. Tell us about the Blues.
You sound like my therapist.
And the Blues had quite the offseason.
That's right. Tell us about the Knights.
To reduce travel, they gave all their travel budget to Alex Pietrangelo.
And the Knights had quite the offseason.
That's right.
Now it's time for an ad, which is paid for by a Minnesota Wild fan. It reads, "Hockey can be stressful. We've all been there. When the games get too intense, too exciting. Well, I haven't been there. I'm a Minnesota Wild fan." Now let's do some chirping. Chirping is when a bird talks. Knock knock.
Who's there?
A bird.
Huh? A bird that speaks English?
I'm Larry Bird.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Larry the Cable Guy.
Huh? I thought I was supposed to get a bird, not a Larry.
Well, you're gonna get a bird if you don't open this door.
Now let's talk about the Central Division. Now let's watch a hockey movie. Goon. Skip ahead 90 minutes for when we're done watching the movie. Just kidding. It's not all business on this podcast.
Now let's talk about the Central Division. DJ, tell us about the Red Wings.
To reduce travel time, the Red Wings are unable to travel through time to when they were a good team.
And the Red Wings had quite the offseason.
That's right. They didn't play hockey. It was for the best. Tell us about the Blue Jackets.
Sure. All the Blue Jackets players had to leave because they just can't deal with John Tortorella's looks.
And the Blue Jackets had quite the offseason.
That's right. All the players left. Tell us about the Blackhawks.
Sure. Their coach is Joel Quenneville.
And the Blackhawks had quite the offseason.
That's right. Tell us about the Stars.
The Stars are sick this year.
And the Stars had quite the offseason.
That's right. Tell us about the Panthers.
Sure. Their coach is Joel Quenneville.
And the Islanders had quite the offseason.
That's right. Tell us about the Hurricanes.
For more on the Hurricanes and whether we talk about 1993's Nirvana Unplugged enough, follow Sarah Sivian.
And the Hurricanes had quite the offseason.
That's right. Tell us about the Lightning.
The Lightning defeated the Dallas Stars in 5 games and the NHL salary cap in 2 seconds.
And the Lightning had quite the offseason.
That's right. Tell us about the Predators.
The Predators play at Bridgestone Arena, which is why their opponents are always so tired.
Now let's talk to big hockey fan Dave
Matthews.
Now let's talk to big hockey fan
Dave Matthews.
All right. Is this Zoom or Skype?
I don't know. I thought you reached out to him.
I don't reach out to him. Said we'll do.
You said it would be funny. You said
Yeah, it would be funny if we get Dave Matthews. You said yeah. Funny if we get Dave Matthews.
Yeah. I thought that meant that you were gonna. I thought that meant you were gonna ask him.
Oh, that's. Fuck me.
We didn't book him. What the hell?
I did not book. You didn't book him. You did not book him.
It was your idea.
It was my. So.
You're the music guy.
I don't even know if Dave Matthews is a hockey guy. That's why we want to get Dave Matthews. Ask him. Literally my first fucking thing in my notes. Do you like hockey? Dave Matthews.
Well, what the fuck? What are we supposed to do now?
We could replay.
Now we're the fucking
Jeffrey in the
podcast
room.
that edits things out.
I don't want to. Do not want to be that. We're very authentic. Fuck. Is this gonna be like Dave? Is Dave Matthews gonna like call in like 3 seconds? As like a prank. There's like a big hockey surprise you played on me.
You said let's get Dave Matthews on it. And I said, haha, sure. I have the text right here.
Right. So like, let's get some food. Sure. Then you get food.
Right, and you said I'm hungry, and then you didn't get food.
Do you want to get some food?
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Now let's do an extended version of the classic chirping joke. Knock knock.
Who's there?
A bird.
Huh? A bird that speaks English?
I'm Larry Bird.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Larry the cable guy.
Huh? I thought I was supposed to get a bird, not a Larry.
Well, you're gonna get a bird if you don't open this door.
You're going to flip me the bird? Don't you dare.
Come to the window.
Why?
Because I'm Melissa Etheridge.
Now let's talk about the East, or as we call it because of the Capitals, the senior circuit. Pete, tell us about the Penguins.
Sure. The Penguin was played by Batman in the Danny DeVito movie, Batman, Here We Go Again.
And the Penguins had quite the offseason.
That's right. Tell us about the Sabres.
Sabre, that's the goalie's job.
It's actually pronounced Sabre.
Well then let's hum us a victory tune.
Gloria, we've been through just about everything under the sun, and I'm so happy that we're both still having the fun. Gloria, we're friends to the end, but the end is still so far away. 'Cause right here in your arms is where I want to stay. Ooh, Gloria. Ooh, Gloria. Gloria, you came in my life at a time when I was feeling blue. And I can't even put in a song just how much I love you. Gloria, I promise to love you for all of the rest of my time. 'Cause I know just how lucky I am to call you mine. Ooh, Gloria. Ooh, Gloria. Things can get crazy, but I still love you, baby. I don't want no other lady, 'cause I still love you, baby. Gloria, my Gloria, 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 how want Gloria. Oh, there goes my Gloria, 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 Gloria. Oh, she's mine, I'm so happy, my Gloria. Gloria, 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 Gloria. Ooh, my Gloria.
And the Sabres had quite the offseason.
That's right. Tell us about the Bruins.
The Bruins have a B on their shirt. The Ruins is just the team.
And The Ruins is also a 2008 supernatural horror film.
That's right. Tell us about the Islanders.
Sure, they're like a millennial because they can't see their goals.
And the Islanders had quite the offseason.
Islander, I barely know her. Tell us about the Flyers.
Sure, their coach is Joel Quenneville.
And the shin bone is connected to the knee bone.
That's right. Tell us about the Rangers.
The Rangers have more kids than an obvious joke on Twitter about Philip Rivers when he's playing.
And the Rangers had quite the offseason.
That's right. Tell us about the Capitals.
Sure, the Capitals have a kid for their goalie, like Philip Rivers playing hockey.
Now let's do 5 key questions. Is NHL doing enough to prevent offsides?
Does anybody know what a check is anymore? I just hope the refs do.
What time are all the games?
56 games. What is this, the NHL's usual schedule of outdoor games?
Thanks for listening. Here is the 2021 NHL schedule. Penguins at Flyers. Wednesday, January 13th. Penguins at Flyers, 5:30 p.m.
Montreal Canadiens at Toronto Maple Leafs, 7 p.m.
Chicago Blackhawks at Tampa Bay Lightning, 8 p.m.
Vancouver Canucks at Edmonton Oilers, 10 p.m.
We're not saying time zone. Let's start
Okay.
over. Wednesday, January 13th. Pittsburgh Penguins at Philadelphia Flyers, 5:30 p.m.
Should we?
Eastern.
Yeah.
5:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
Should we include daylight savings time? Just to make sure.
Yes.
You gotta cover all our bases.
Wednesday, January 13th. Pittsburgh Penguins at Philadelphia Flyers, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Daylight savings. Daylight savings.
Montreal Canadiens at Toronto Maple Leafs, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, daylight savings.
Chicago Blackhawks at Tampa Bay Lightning, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Daylight savings.
Vancouver Canucks at Edmonton Oilers, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, daylight savings.
St. Louis Blues at Colorado Avalanche, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, daylight savings. Thursday, January 14th. Washington Capitals at Buffalo Sabres, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, daylight savings.
Boston Bruins at New Jersey Devils, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, daylight savings.
New York Islanders at New York Rangers, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, daylight savings.
Carolina Hurricanes at Detroit Red Wings. Don't watch it.
Columbus Blue Jackets at Nashville Predators, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, daylight savings. I'll repeat that again for the Blue Jackets because I have a feeling they're going to be tired.
Calgary Flames at Winnipeg Jets, 8 p.m.